There's so much to look forward to at MWC this year, but before we get to the actual event coverage, here are the phones that we are really looking forward to. Though Xiaomi is launching its new flagship, the Mi 9, on Feb 20th, we can expect to see the 5G variant of the Mi Mix 3 on the sidelines of MWC this year. Xiaomi will be hosting a press event on February 24th in Barcelona, and there is speculation that the company will talk about its 5G version of Mi Mix 3. The original Mi Mix 3 with 4G connectivity was introduced in October 2018. The phone comes with magnetic sliding front camera, a dual rear camera setup, 2 cameras in the front, and of course, a true bezel-less display. Xiaomi may also announce the international availability and pricing of the Mi 9 at the same event. February 24th will also be the day that HMD Global is expected to finally unveil its newest flagship, the Nokia 9 PureView. Leaks suggest that the phone comes with a penta-camera setup, that's 5 cameras on the rear itself. Other specs include a 6-inch display, 4GB of RAM, and 128GB of internal storage. We also expect to see the Nokia One Plus, which will be the company's latest entry-level dual SIM phone. The device is expected to come with a quad-core MediaTek SoC, 1GB of RAM, and 18:9 display with a 480x960 pixel resolution. Sony's next flagship phone, the Xperia XZ4, could be the company's big highlight this MWC. It's rumored to be powered by Qualcomm's Snapdragon 855 SoC and a triple camera setup at the back with a 52-megapixel primary sensor. It's also rumored to have a cinema-wide display with a 21:9 aspect ratio. Other leaked specs include 8GB of RAM, 256GB of internal storage, a 3680 mAh battery, and Android Pie out of the box. There's also a rumor that Sony Xperia XA3 and XA3 Ultra are now rebranded to Sony Xperia 10 and Xperia 10 Plus, both of which we are expecting to see at MWC. The Xperia 10 model is said to have a nearly 6-inch Full HD Plus cinema-wide display. It is reported to have a Snapdragon 630 SoC clocked at 1.8 GHz coupled with 3GB of RAM and 64GB of internal storage. Sony Xperia 10 Plus, on the other hand, is said to have a 6.5-inch Full HD Plus cinema-wide display and a Snapdragon 660 SoC paired with 4GB of RAM and 64GB of internal storage. Finally, there are rumors of the Sony Xperia L3, which is the company's budget offering. It's said to sport a 5.7-inch LCD display, a MediaTek processor with 3GB of RAM and 32GB of internal storage. Energizer. Yes, the battery maker is expected to show its latest flagship phone with, you guessed it, a big battery, 18,000 mAh to be precise. The Energizer PowerMax P18K Pop will also feature dual selfie pop-up cameras and triple rear cameras. That's not it. Energizer is expected to launch a total of 26 smartphones and feature phones at this year's MWC. The upcoming Energizer branded phones will fall in 4 series that includes the hard case lineup for rugged phones, PowerMax lineup featuring phones with large batteries, Ultimate series of high-end smartphones, and Energy series of low-end devices. It's almost certain that we'll see LG's latest flagship, the G8 ThinQ, at this year's MWC. It is said to boast some impressive specifications including Snapdragon 855 SoC, a time-of-flight technology-backed front camera for more accurate 3D facial recognition, and better depth estimation for bokeh effects. The phone is also said to pack Crystal Sound OLED technology that utilizes the phone's display as an audio amplifier. It was earlier reported that LG is planning to launch a phone with a foldable display this MWC, but it seems like the company is playing it safe, and instead they're launching the LG V50 ThinQ, which will convert into a tablet if customers wanted to. LG will be launching a new flip cover attachable display for the V50 ThinQ that will help the buyers to effectively create a dual screen phone. We are expecting to see a lot of 5G phones at MWC this year. Let's start with what OnePlus may be offering. No, it's not the OnePlus 7, but instead it's a 5G prototype that the company will be demonstrating at MWC. OnePlus has stated that the new 5G phone will launch in the first half of 2019. This will be separate from the OnePlus 7 phone that will inevitably launch as well by around the same time. Both phones are set to feature a Snapdragon 855 SoC. Huawei has its foldable 5G phone with a 7.2-inch display, also set to launch on Feb 24th. ZTE has also teased that it's launching a 5G smartphone, which could be a separate variant of the Axon 10 Pro. Oppo is holding its innovation event at MWC this year, where it's set to showcase its 10x hybrid optical zoom technology. This new tech could be featured on company's next flagships, which would be the Oppo F19 and F19 Pro. There are also indications that we may get to see the Oppo Find Z, which is set to feature an advanced in-display fingerprint sensor and a hole punch camera. At IFA 2018, Nubia showed off a prototype of the Alpha, a smartphone with a flexible display strip that sits on your wrist like a smartwatch. There's a good chance that Nubia might unveil a more refined version of the Alpha at MWC 2019, or it could very well be a completely different device altogether. If you like this video, please be sure to hit the like button. We have other great videos right here for you. And for all things tech, log on to Gadgets360.com. Thanks for watching.